Okay, I'm live. So I gotta get my coffee creamer going here. Chances are no one's on yet anyway, so I might get away with it. Uh-oh, there's Michael. Morning, Michael. I was on Prepper Nation's live stream today. He was having a pretty good chat. And he was wearing my shirt I sent him. So I was really happy about that. Don't get that thumbs up, Mike. So no, we're going to be doing any walking today. The weather has changed. Surprise, surprise. It is in the 40s and rain's on the way. I don't know. I'll check the radar. If it looks like the radar is not going to get me, then I might go for the walk. You got to use the old magic wave of the hand to get the burner to ignite. I've had the stove for 21 years. And it's going to be time for a new one. I'll chop these in half here. Actually, now you got to think a little smarter. There we go. So I did a longer video yesterday on my walk. If you haven't had a chance to check it out, I invite you to do so. Got 3 in chat. Good morning. Let me back this a little bit, maybe get rid of some of the glare. So it's a little colder morning, more March-like weather. We got spoiled yesterday. 70 degrees, like 71 degrees. Like, woo! So I can handle more of that. Unfortunately, it's a fluke and it will disappear. So remember, coffee grinds and eggshells, vegetable bits go in there. A little sprinkle on my walk this morning, got it done anyways. I thought you'd say something like that. Trying to motivate me to go out and do it anyway. Well, I walked Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, so I did 4 walks in a row. Kitty's out hunting. And yesterday, the answer to the poll is I walked 3.2 miles. Now, Michael, I downloaded that app, and it's giving me my distance in kilometers. And I haven't found a way to change it to miles. I had to do the conversion, forced me to do math. Oh, hi, Banks. Well, Miss Worm's not here yet, so I can't let you in. Today, back to my staple of bacon and eggs. And I'm going to cook the eggs in the bacon grease this time. Instead of hard boiling them. Thank you, Kitty. Oh, 3 thumbs up. Awesome. Go back to our vitamin D, zinc, the multivitamin, and vitamin C. Main four. Trying to keep me healthy. There we go. That's it going there. So yeah, yesterday I did a more of a serious chat. Good morning. Busy cooking breakfast. Same here. Good morning, Randy. John had a really nice looking shirt on. Preparation, if I say so myself. I figured what the heck. If I sent it to him, maybe he'll wear it on his live stream. I didn't even put it in the note. Just sent it to him. And he did, so I thought that was cool. So I have my nerd shirt on. I don't know if you can read it, but I bought this out in Washington. And when I seen it, I said, oh, I got to get it. It says, never trust atoms. They make up everything. I enjoy wearing this at the gym and seeing all the confused looks I get. Oh, big coffee. So YouTube now is, I don't know if you, hey, Rabbit Coyote, how you doing? Chilly and rainy here today too. Doctor, an appointment in a bit, so glad to catch up. Thanks for stopping in, appreciate it. So, where'd I go? Oh, YouTube's got a new thing. Immune Gardener, do you think a keto diet for years at a time is good and safe? No, I don't. We are an omnivore for a reason. Whether you're a vegetarian, whether you're a carnivore, we're an omnivore. And I think that you should change your diet up every now and then to make sure that you are getting everything your body wants. Now, am I saying a keto diet is bad? No. You know, keto diet makes sense. And I do ingest a lot of protein throughout the day with my diet, but I also mix other things into it. And you can't diet, or you should not diet 7 days a week. I think anytime you try to stick to a diet 7 days a week, it's going to fail. When I do decide to trim down, I make small adjustments. So lately, they're fighting. He wants to take our fence at the side of the house for easier to mow, and he's only mowed this lawn once. Okay, I can't help you there. I think take out the fence at the side of the house. So it's easier to mow. Well, I am a typical male, so I would probably come up with the same idea, but if the wife told me no, then it wouldn't happen. How's that for a sleep out? Being a typical male, to me, it's a security issue. How tall's the fence? Is it a 4-foot fence or a 6-foot fence? You know, and if it's an issue, then he should listen to you. You know, when I look at it, any small thing that would make my wife feel more secure or happy, I'm willing to do. In my opinion. Let's get that one thrown out there too. It's okay. I'd probably keep it up. If he's only mowed the lawn once, you know, if you're the one doing the mowing, then it exposes our flank. No, maybe put a couple claymores out there. Miss Worm, hello everyone. Okay, so Kitty's been waiting for Miss Worm to show up. So thank you everybody for joining. Make Me Scottish Fitness here. I see Immune Garden. He's new. Hi, Beaverine. There we go. Beaverines, go. We got Rapid Cod. I haven't seen you guys here for a while. Remember, hit the thumbs up. So what's up, Banks? You want to come and say, come on. You want to come and say hi? Oh, my goodness. Let's come and say hi. Say hello. Say hello. So here's Binks, the formal vicious wildcat that lived out my property for about 6 years before she decided to say, you know, this freezing out in the shed and hunting all the time is not the way to go. So now she came up and became my buddy. He only comes and goes and says stupid things when I'm in a live chat. Now he will pout all day. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is Scottish Fitness. It's in fitness and nutrition. I do draw the line at marriage counseling. Hopefully he won't pout too long. As if that pile of fluff could be fishy. It could. Look at these claws. Look at those claws. Yeah. Look at those claws. He got those big claws. And he can leap. Look at the bones, man. If anybody's watched Monty Python, it's one of my favorite scenes. When the white bunny comes out, they all freak out. So she's a loving cat. She likes to spend time on my lap. And then she likes to sneak in the house. And I've learned not to chase her, just to wait, and then she'll finally come back to the door. You ever get a brain fog from carbs? Well, I've had brain fogs. All right, there you go. Just put her back outside. She looked at me like, how dare you? So I've had brain fogs. I guess I'll blame them on the carbs. Sometimes, if you are with a lot of heavy carbs and that, it will make me. I guess the word would be lethargic. Can't pronounce today. So yeah, I could say that would happen. Hey, Blackback. Good morning. You just missed Binks. He said hello to everybody. Beavering, or does he live on the lake? Well, I know he's by the Lake of the Ozark. Because he was only 20 miles north of where I worked out there in Laurie, Missouri. It's kind of funny. It's a small world. I gotta get back out there. And the other thing with this way thing they're going with the world today and trying to get good help. I'm supposed to start my new job on Monday, but it looks like that's probably going to get delayed because I haven't received all the paperwork on their side. Do you do cardio even though your power is your goal? So the cardio that I do is I go for walks. So yesterday, beautiful weather, I went and I walked 3.2 miles. So yeah, I can do cardio. Do I concentrate on it like a lot of people do? No, but I am doing more of it because I noticed that my endurance was suffering. So I'd be doing sets like at 3:15. It'd be 8, 9, 10, 11, done. There was no gradual going out. It was like, once I got tired, I only had one more set. That was it. Snaggers flying up and down the lake after that big paddlefish. That's one thing I've never caught is a paddlefish. I know what they are. And I know down there in Neosho, Missouri, they have the fishery there, the hatchery. And they actually grow a lot of sturgeon there in Neosho and then release them. Probably the only reason why you still have sturgeon in the lakes. Otherwise, they'd be fished out. But I know in that area, there's a lot of good fishing. I mean, I'm talking bass, trout. There's suckers too. If you want to catch them, they're out there. And the water, after a couple days of no rain, those streams are just pristine. And you can see everything. We go down by Andersonville, and there's a campground there. And you'll go down the hill about 20 feet to get down to the campground. And one year it rained so bad that the water was up to the road. I was like, oh my goodness. Who we got in here now? Randy, here you go. Send you rain, Mac. Yep, it's coming. Generally, we get it about 6 to 8 hours after you get it. Good morning, Eric Black. Thanks for joining in. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, please too. It helps that algorithm thing they talk about. Oh, absolutely. No, that's not weird. Raw honey is one of the best sources of sugar that you can get. So I used to use regular, store brand maple syrup on my pancakes. A few times we'd have them, and then I'd have about an hour later, I'd have the jitters. So now it's unfiltered raw honey, and from the Great Lakes, and pure maple syrup. And I do not have an issue with that sugar burn down. So yeah, that's actually a pretty good idea. I might have to incorporate that for energy. Thanks for sharing. Raw honey is an excellent source of sugar. It lasts forever. It also has antibiotic properties, so it helps you with your immune system also. So Immune Gardener, that's a good thing to share with everybody, and I think I'm going to start incorporating it on big bench days. I used to drink a lot of apple juice before my workouts. I used to drink it as pre-workouts, and it gave me a lot of energy too. But it also had some other adverse effects. So, I never did that during deadlift days and squats. Let's put it that way. Beaverina made 3 gallons of maple syrup this spring. It's all over now. Trees are trying to bud. That is awesome. Beaverina, next time you make it, you ought to make that a video and put it on YouTube. I have some maple trees here. I got some sugar maples. Everything that I pretty much have grown in the property, I had either planted by seed or I transplanted from either my parents' or my grandparents' place. I've only, out of all the trees that I bought from the store, only 3 of them made it. It was a bur oak and 2 pin oaks. And then I did get some from the Arbor Society, where the apple tree and I think 2 of the lily are doing well. But that's awesome. 3 gallons of maple syrup. That'd be perfect. That's about frying the eggs in the bacon grease. First of all, animal fats are better for you than seed oils. So the things that you really don't want to cook your food in or fry your food in is your canola or corn oil. The seed oils are probably the worst for your cholesterol. They tap those trees as long as they're 12 inches in diameter. They can handle a 1-inch tap each. So mine got a couple years yet to go. I planted them 15 to 20 years ago. So they're getting about that size. And one die and fall over, and I chopped it up and made some boards out of it. And I'm trying to remember to send one of them to a forger out in Alton, Illinois by St. Louis. He is the one that made 3 awesome blades for my kids. And he uses all sorts of wood that he collects for the handles. And maple's a really nice wood to use. So today's going to be more of a relaxing day. It's colder. It looks like we got some rain coming in. I wasn't going to go for a walk, but the body beat down might shame me into it. We'll see. Sometimes you just need to have a relaxing day. Pretty much I'll probably go to the gym and work on the pretty muscles. So I'll be the traps, the biceps, and probably the smaller muscle lifts, and do lots of reps. Kind of keep the blood moving. And then probably going to town for Fish Friday. 5 a.m. Hubby calls this a lazy day. Yep. Nature Girl, good morning. Thanks for stopping in. So Bates is out there staring at me again going, hey, let me back in here. I want to say hi again. She works at Innocent Me really well. Back day for me later today. I might incorporate some backs. I don't think I'm going to deadlifts, but I might do some some rows, machine rows and things like that. So I got 10 people in chat, 9 thumbs up. Please hit the thumbs up if you haven't already. Yesterday, on my walk video, I posted a little bit more serious content. So you might want to go check that out. I was going to say, walk down the country road, and it was this World War III. And it was just my opinion on what I think could happen if things do not settle down in the next 6 months. Not that they will, but things that could happen. I know a lot of you all follow me over we all follow the same channels on the prepper ones. So from earlier today, what John was saying, zinc, D3, vitamin C. Also have a multivitamin. I also have elderberry cough drops that I need to buy some more of because I'm just about out. I have some other things that support immune health. And it was really, to me, I thought it was suspect back a couple of years ago when the Charlie 19 started becoming a real issue over here. Some of us already knew it was coming. That the news never talked about this. They never said, listen, go out to your pharmacy, go out to your grocery store, buy these items, take these items with food, and this will keep your immune system stronger. No, what they talked about is getting a shot. What they talked about is wearing a mask, where they should have been talking about these items here. And, like I said, since December of 2019, I started doing this heavy doses, me and the missus. Because I knew, just because you're doing it doesn't mean you'll never get sick. No, that's not what it means. For you who've been following me, I've been hacking out my lungs for a while now, but I tell you one thing, without it, I'd probably be in the hospital. So, nothing more invigorating than a fight with a hubby in the morning. Oh, that poor bastard. And if it's a rainy, lazy day, I don't know. My advice to him is that's not when I would start the fight with the wife. Not that I ever say it's a good idea. Wife and I went out last night for St. Patty's Day, and we had dinner, and we stopped at our favorite place, which is the Outpost in Utica, Illinois. If you're ever in Illinois, I highly recommend stopping there. And it just got too warm in there. And when it gets warm, my sinuses go nuts. And I just was having a problem breathing. And I put it up with it for about an hour and a half, and I said, we got to go. And initially, she was not happy. She's like, oh, it's only 8:15 and we're leaving. I said, I can't breathe. I'm hacking up. I had 3 beers all night, which I milked. I said, she asked me if I stopped drinking. Says, am I going to stop drinking? I said, I don't know. You know, if I'm not enjoying them, then I'm not going to drink them. I bought a case of Foster Lagers over 5 weeks ago, and I still got almost a third of the case left. So, and I'll do that. I mean, there's times where I'll have a couple beers every night, and there's times where I might not drink for, 5 or 6 weeks. I think that's kind of where I'm at right now. But last night when she finally got relaxed, she thanked me for bringing her home early. Because, she's got to get up at 5 in the morning to head down and get ready for her classroom. So thanks for joining in. I see I got a lot of people in chat. Hit the thumbs up. If you haven't typed in and said hello, please do. I love saying hello to all my subscribers and people that come in and join in. Chris, good morning. How you doing? Good seeing you. So got Chris, who's we haven't seen for a while. Like I said, if you haven't subscribed, please do. If you got to watch John at Prepper Nation this morning, he was wearing my Scottish fitness shirt I sent him, which I thought was really cool. I really appreciate him doing that. And that's why I sent it to him. I figured they're always sending him ties and that. I'd send him a shirt. And I didn't ask him. And then there he did. He had it on. So I really appreciate it. What kind of shirt do I have on today? So Nature Girl, good question. I have my nerd shirt on. Now, you probably can't read the writing, so I'll do it. What it says is never trust atoms. They make up everything. I bought this one out in Washington when I was visiting my older daughter. Let me put the bacon back in the fridge. I had to buy a new refrigerator about 3 months ago after having mine for only 26 years. So I used to sell appliances for about 25 years, so I knew a lot about them. So we went into the place, and here, I'll give you guys a quick peek at it. Just a simple French door. It has an ice maker, that's it, no water. We had a young man there, he's going to the spiel, and I said, listen, I did this longer than you have. I have no dimension restrictions whatsoever. There we go. I'm a physics nerd. There we go. That's right. I loved physics. I actually took a senior physics class my freshman year in high school. So here I'm a Prepper Cowboy. How we doing? Thanks for joining in. So I would everybody remember hit that thumbs up, help that Augie rhythm. And they're all looking at me like, what are you doing in the seniors classes? I love physics. So ever since freshman year in high school, I was called nerd, which I was okay with. I was also an athletic nerd, but physics, chemistry, biology. Went to college for biochemistry. My kids are all smart. I said they take after their mama. But I think I had a little bit to do with it. You got the same fridge that I have. All right. It's a great fridge. Plate tectonics, and I know what that is. Yep. Waiting for California to kind of push off into the ocean. Make America great again. Now, if you're from California, I know there's a lot of good people there too, but I don't want to upset anybody. I remember, I think in like third grade, my love was paleontology. Studied everything about dinosaurs that I could. I had the ability to read really fast. I could read over 1,600 words a minute. There you go. And then from there, I went to astronomy. My dad bought me a telescope. I had a chart that I got from National Geographic where you could turn it for what time of the night it was and what month it was. And it would tell you where all the constellations were at. I could identify probably about 30 constellations at any given time. I did that for a while. Then I got into biology. Then I got into chemistry. And of course, a lot of math. I remember my college teachers asked me, what I wanted to go in. So I'm going to be a science major. She goes, then let me spell that out for you. M-A-T-H. I said, well, that's math. No, yep. Yeah. Wait until the fall before California falls into the ocean. I hear you. Now, I visited California. Of course, places I visited were beautiful. I was at the West Palms for day corps training. And then I went out to Monterey because my daughter was there in the Air Force. Monterey is beautiful. 65 degrees year-round. No mosquitoes. No bugs. Big, huge redwoods. And then I had a friend out there that I met through Facebook, through one of the lifting groups, and he had a gym in Santa Cruz. So I went out there 4:30 in the morning in Santa Cruz to work out with him, which I rarely do. I'm not a morning workout person, but sometimes you have to make adjustments. And then we went out to San Jose and checked out the Winchester House, which was kind of interesting. And we used to tease the daughter from an old song that you may or may not remember. But every time we call her, we go, "Do you know the way to San Jose?" Da, 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 da. So we drove out there. She finally turned around and said, "Dad, I do know the way to San Jose." But we had fun. But when we were leaving the Winchester House, now this is like a Thursday, it's beautiful weather. Sunny, 65 degrees, go out for a walk, enjoy life. And there's a group of about 30 people in my age group sitting at the side with signs. Trump's evil, Trump's evil. Yeah. And I had rented a Dodge Ram pickup. And I rolled down the window and I told my wife, "Plug your ears." I rolled out the window, I yelled out there and said, "Get a life. It's a beautiful day." And they let me know I was number one, and I continued on. So he trains those that are getting ready for deployment. Now, is he in Navy, Marines, or Army? I'm guessing. In Rabbit Coyote. Immune Garden, thanks for stopping by. Hopefully you have subscribed. Please do. And then anybody wants that really cool shirt that John was wearing in Prepper Nation, just shoot me an email at scottishfitness.com and send me all your money. No, just $20 plus shipping and handling. And what size, and I'll let you know. Army, 11th Armored. Cavalry. I think it was Cavalry you wanted to spell. Army, 1st to the 11th. That's cool. So Cavalry now is more of a tank unit. I was in my last unit in the 101st Airborne. I was 3rd of the 319th Field Artillery. Yeah, when I was back in the late 70s, early 80s, I spent a lot of time in the field, probably 9 months out of the year. When I got sent over to Korea, the first 3 months I was there, I wasn't even in a barracks, I was living in a tent. Because our unit got rotated up to the DMZ, and my mom was like, well, you're not writing about, how the towns are. You're not writing about, what you do during the day. And I just said, just refer to Dad. Because my dad was during 2 wars. And he finally told her, I said, listen, he can't tell you what he's doing. So appreciate the letters I sent. And I saved all those letters that I sent out that I got from my parents. So before my kids enlisted, once they told me they were going to enlist, I had them read those letters. And they appreciated it, or I think they appreciated it. I just wanted to give them an insight of the mindset of somebody who's going through basics. Or somebody that's going through advanced training. Oh, absolutely. That'll probably happen. I'll tell you, Rebecca. Shoot me an email, so I got your email. And next time I shoot out to Missouri, which is 3 or 4 times a year, maybe we could meet up at that gym in Laurie, Missouri, and do a workout. Yep, absolutely. Proper Cowboy. Rabbit Cowboy, thanks to your son for his service. My 2 oldest, my son and my daughter, served in the Navy, and my youngest daughter is still currently in the Air Force. And even though my oldest daughter doesn't appreciate her time in the service yet, she will as she gets older. She'll look back and understand how it made her a much more diverse person than she would have been if she stayed here at home. Yep. I always tell people, and you're right, raise your children. Working in retail as long as I did, I would see a lot of examples on how not to raise your kids. Parents come in with their young kids, and their kids would behave badly, and they would start negotiating with the kids for good behavior. If you don't throw a fit, we'll get you ice cream afterwards. So as soon as they did that, and the young kids, calmed down, I started jumping up and down and yelling next to the wash machine. And they went, what are you doing? I want ice cream. So as all I got to do is throw a fit. You're going to buy me ice cream. Let's go. Let's lock and load. And they still had this dazed look on their face. They didn't realize the kid had trained them. The kid realized if I throw a fit in the store, I get ice cream. Well, damn. If I could have got away with that stuff with my parents, I'd have been one fit throwing person. But here's what happened when I threw a fit. My dad would look at me and go, you must have lost your mind. Let's go outside and have a talk. And it wasn't a talk. At least he wasn't the one doing the talking. I was the one doing the jumping. So my daughter one time told me, says, well, you're not my friend. I said, you're right, I'm not. I'm your dad. I said, it is not my place to be your friend. It is my place to teach you how to survive in the world that's far more cruel and far more devious than your father is. I'm here to give you the opportunity to deal with stuff. And when you sit there and misbehave, there is going to be consequences. Now, I didn't whip their butt like I used to get all the time, although I had to have one of them coming. But I found out what worked, go stare at the wall, write me a paper why you shouldn't do this. I'd find reasons to do it. So you need to raise your children. You need to tell them that there are rules and boundaries. You need to tell them you have to earn things. That trophy for everybody, ninth place trophy. I see those kids throwing those trophies away, and I didn't blame them. Taking the steps son of the doctor to get his toenail removed. Ow! It didn't look like fun. I caught my, not flipping anybody off, it's this one right here. And that's my fingernail. That's used to be a fingernail. I got it caught in the door. I had help. And that was painful. It took about a month for it to fall off. Now I'm waiting for it to grow back, and it could take months before it does. Hopefully it does. It kind of feels weird. But yeah, raise your kids. Spend time with your kids. Don't let the Xbox or the TV raise your kids. My wife teaches, and she says she'll have them write assignments. Nobody has their own thoughts. She goes, all she's hearing is, is this Atari, or not Atari game, but, this Xbox game or this PlayStation game. That's all they have. They don't go outside. I did it with my kids. I'm on 14 acres. I got them an Xbox when they got older, and one boy, that's all he wanted to do. And so I put the Xbox away. So go outside and get in trouble. Do something. Black Eyed Peas. Got me so worked up, I can't think. Uh-oh. You better watch it. It reminds me of that song, Earl. I think there were some Black Eyed Peas involved in there, too. Don't do it. He'll come around. Got to run, but we'll catch up with you later. Everybody, thanks for stopping in. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do. You never learn. Yeah, you guys always do winning arguments. Sometimes, though, we will fight. But I pick my battles. They're far and fewer apart. Or the wife goes, why aren't you saying anything? So ain't nothing I got to say you're going to enjoy. But good luck, Mr. Romans. Hope things work out for you. So I'm taking my multivitamin. Now I'm taking my zinc. I was going through my YouTube analytics, trying to make heads and tails of it, and how the channel is progressing. I missed some people. Convenient Mess. There we go. Say hi to Egypt for me. Did I miss Egypt? Hello, Convenient Mess. Thanks for stopping in. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Did I miss somebody? I hope I didn't. Well, Convenient Mess, welcome to the chat. So we're talking about nutrition. So breakfast consists of eggs and bacon. And of course, Fairlife milk. Fairlife milk is half the sugar, 50% more protein per serving. And if you have problems with lactose, it will not give you any issues. I don't have a problem with lactose, but I do like the idea of 13 grams per serving of protein versus 8. When I figure that in, it's not that much more expensive than regular milk. And then having half the sugar is really a good idea, because I try to drop sugar whenever I can. I rarely drink soda. I do from time to time. I'm going to get some Coca-Cola. You can probably see there in the corner. But, you know, that'll last me months. So it has 13 grams of protein per serving. That's 26% of your daily allowance, but if you're lifting, you need to double it at least. I try to get 200 grams of protein per day throughout 5 meals. Vitamin D, 25%, 30% of your calcium, 8% of your potassium, but they make this in a chocolate milk. And the chocolate milk is real good. And then you get 10% of your potassium. 15% of your vitamin A, 20% of your riboflavin, which is a B vitamin, 45% of your B12, 20% of your phosphorus, 6% of your magnesium, 15% of your zinc, and 20% of your selenium. So there's a lot of good stuff about this. I am uncreative. Never occurred to me not to use my name. I know. So Miss Worm has done that where he just opened up, I think it was like a dictionary or whatever. Oh, okay, that's my last name. Yeah, I didn't either. I pretty much just went off of, well, at first it was just John McBean. I didn't figure out the channel name. And then my daughter said, you need to have a name for your channel. So I came up with McBean Scottish Fitness. And every now and then I'll get somebody wanting to try to troll me, which I find it humorous because your trolls actually drive that algorithm up further than anybody else. And one guy goes, well, why is it Scottish Fitness? I said, well, my last name's a Scottish last name. He goes, well, you know you're not Scottish. I said, okay. So here's a shirt my wife got me, which I think explains it. Scottish by blood, American by birth, patriot by choice. And he comes back, well, it still doesn't mean you're Scottish. You know, it just means that you have heritage. And I just replied back to him, I said, I believe I already answered your question. So at this point, if you're arguing with a stupid person, if you keep arguing with them, well, then who's the stupid one? Which I think the Angry Prepper, Jason Angry Prepper, is starting to learn. He'd have some trolls on there, and then he'd go, why am I arguing with this person? I'm going, exactly. You know, you can't fix stupid. Yeah. I'll be honest with you, Randy. First time I thought you were a guy. You know, and then you came on here and you said something about your husband. I'm like, okay, which still doesn't mean, but I went with the traditional. And Randy is a name that can be either gender. That's where I find it very hard not to argue with people. And that's why you make such a great monitor. Who did that guy on yesterday? Was trying to say stuff, and I told him, I said, listen, keep it funny. I don't mind a little jab at me every now and then, but if you misbehave, I said, Miss Worm will throw you out like last week's trash. No, you don't. I think they just go off the name, Randy. Really do. But then again, you're out there chopping wood and doing all those other good chores, which is good to do. Can't have angry when the kids are nearby. I hear that. My kids are gone. I think that's one of the things I like about them. Now, because I raised kids, I really made a effort not to use vulgar language around them. I mean, I went to service. When I came back from the service, I mean, the F-bomb was, an adjective I used on everything. But then I realized I finally had to change that. I used to go visit my brother with the kids, and he was a mechanic, and he sold Snap-on tools, and he everything was a effing this. I go, what type of thing? I tell him, I said, the first time my kids drop that word, you and I are going to have a conversation. And it's not going to be a good one. So I find it not necessary to have that vulgar language. Now, it's great for Jason. It works for him. And a coworker, and he was arguing with me, and he started using the vulgar language. I said, well, the argument's pretty much over. He goes, what do you mean? I said, well, once you drop to using vulgarity, you have lost the argument. You don't have any valid points to make anymore. So now you're just going to be aggressive with language. And he just and he finally come up to me about an hour later and goes, I have never had anybody shut me down like that. I said, well, it's the truth. He goes, yeah, it was. And he apologized. Jake, Illinois. Well, let me read up. Yeah, I don't like when others just say it because they think they can. Oh, Jake, there we go, California Wolf. Where is the dude from? How does anyone know? I feel like I saw him at the gym. Yeah. Well, I have been in a gym in California, but only one. And it was a private-owned gym. It was just me and the owner, and one woman came in. But you might have seen a bunch of my videos where I'm in the gym. I'm from Central Illinois, and I have worked out all throughout the area in Illinois. Joliet, Shorewood, Bloomington, Peru, LaSalle, Streator, Ottawa, Homer Glen, Orland Park, Shanahan, Bolingbrook, Naperville, Aurora. So there's a lot of gyms that know me. Of course, when we get in our 60s, we all start looking alike. But Jake, thanks for joining in. My name is John McBean, Scottish Fitness here. I do competition powerlifting. Bench is my best lift. I am currently tied for 5th all time in the 60 to 64, 275-pound weight class with a bench of 202.5 kilos, which is about 446.1 pounds. And this year, my goal is to break that by at least 5 pounds. But thanks for joining in. If you haven't subscribed, please do. We have these breakfast chats, talk about nutrition, and just to kind of get to know each other again. So I've bacon and eggs and milk. Milk's the Fairlife milk because it's got half more protein in it. It's got half the sugar. And if you have problems with lactose, you can drink it. Multivitamin, kind of cover everything. Zinc, vitamin D3, and vitamin C. These are all to help support muscle repair and immunity. All good things for you. So I appreciate you stopping in. Let me see what we got here. Yeah. Well, hopefully it was good tips. I'll be honest with you. If I'm giving tips, sometimes it's difficult to people. Some people welcome them, and some people give you excuses. Usually, unless your form is really bad, I tend to keep quiet about it unless I'm asked. I've had people that were benching and were only coming to here and coming back up. And, well, I knew his brother, so I had to say something. And he's trying to tell me, well, it's because my shoulders are bad. I said, well, take the weight off. I said, can you do the bar? He goes, yeah, okay, well, do the bar. Throw 185 pounds on there and only do a half rep. It's garbage. So you got Beaverine. Thanks for stopping in. I'm sure I'll see you on just about everything else I follow, which is a good thing. And then sometimes when they're doing squats, they'll say, man, you're almost there. Man, they didn't go deep enough, which is we're all guilty of. That's the reason I video my lifts to make sure that I'm using the form I think I'm using. Yeah, there you go, Miss Worm. I like that. So if you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do. Thanks for stopping in. Today, I think I might skip my walk just because of the weather, but I don't know. I'll check the radar. If there's no rain, I might go on it anyway. The last thing is vitamin C. If that was only true. Somebody brought up about what type of brands of vitamins to take. Really don't matter. They can all do their fluoxetine. Vitamin C is vitamin C. Whether you're getting it from a pill or getting it from an orange or getting it from a lemon, it doesn't matter. I also, Reborn afternoon, just gave me the inspiration to start working out again since my operation. Just hearing you talk about health and fitness. Awesome. And that's what I'm here about, just to inspire everybody to get in a little better shape than they were before. So I do like these. These things are called Halos, little oranges. I eat a couple of those a day too. You know, I'm convinced cats can teleport. If they could, Minx would be in the house far more often. But she can leap really well. Yesterday she leaped over my knee to get in here. I was like, all right, kitty cat. Because I swear, she's sitting there thinking. See you later, Beaverine. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate the visit. Everybody, if you just came in, hit the thumbs up. Welcome back, Reborn. I'm glad that you're getting back to working out. That's awesome. If you ever get to the point where you need any one-on-one advice, just send me an email and let me know. Luckily for me, my channel is small enough where I can respond to everybody. I look at some of those big channels where, they got, a million subscribers. I'm like, man, they don't stand a chance. I freed some oranges yesterday and sliced to dehydrate as well and grind in orange powder. Very cool. That's smart. Making your own vitamin C, plus getting some extra minerals in there too, I'm sure, that the orange carries naturally. I'm going to get a dehydrator. I'm hearing all this cool stuff about dehydrators. I might have to get one, especially when I get my garden going. It's warm. I imagine if you can do it with one citrus, you can do it with the other. You probably can do it with lemons too. Something to add to your tea during tea time. It's like once a day I like to have some honey. The nice thing about honey is unfiltered honey will last forever. So I don't know if you can see, but you can see where all this is really nicely constituted. This is rough, but before it was all looking like that. And I just put it in hot water for an hour and reconstituted it. Then usually what I'll do is I'll throw a spoonful of this in warm water or tea or coffee and drink it down. And especially with the one suggestion from Immune Gardener for working out, I think I'll do that just before I go to the gym and do lifting. A lot of nanners to dehydrate as well. I'd like to do that too. I've had dehydrated bananas. They're pretty good. Yeah, better than tossing them as they get older. You can do that with any citrus. See, we all learned something new today. That is awesome. I do like that. Uh-oh. Katie's sleeping in Mama's chair. Better not Mom find that out. Stiff as hell. I done Insanity. I didn't do any of the jumping because I'm the heaviest I've ever been. So remember, slow and steady is the way to do it. If you get insane, And you get yourself too stiff, you may not go back to it. Boo. Boo. Banana. That's why I was doing Chuck Norris jokes on preparation this morning. So freeze the fruit or partially freeze so you don't lose the juice when you slice. Good idea. I'm gonna have to go get a dehydrator. I have to get on Amazon and take a look. Oops. Well, I got 9 in chat. You haven't hit the thumbs up, please do. If you haven't commented yet, please comment so I can say hi to you. I can say hi to everybody comes in. If you're new to the channel, we're about fitness and nutrition. Breakfast being one of the more important meals of the day. You want the horizontal trays with the temperature control and timer. Okay. I will look for that. Talking about the importance of vitamins and minerals for immunity, health, and for rebuilding muscle and tissue. The importance of sleep. You want at least 6 hours of sleep a night. 7 is better. That gives your body time to regenerate all the damage you've done yourself if you're not working out. Remember, doing some sort of exercise for at least 30 minutes a day, 3 days a week, will be beneficial to your heart health and mind health. Also, the importance of nutrition to build back what you have tore up in the gym. I don't worry about finesse or fancy things. Basically, my motto is just get in the gym and lift. And if you're not in the gym, you can do a lot of these things at home. Food that you prepare for yourself, in most cases, is healthier than fast food. Because do you have your eggs? Have I ever had them raw? I have. I did them for a while. When I was working, I'd pop 4 or 5 of them in a glass and just chug them. And it was okay for a while. And one time I had a questionable egg go down, and it came back up. I could just tell it was not right. Then after that, I decided to cook my eggs, whether I fry them in the bacon grease, whether I hard boil them or scramble them. That's basically the way I do my eggs now. Can you do them raw? Yep. There's an argument if that's a good idea or not. I've heard arguments on both sides. They said there's more nutrition in a raw egg, but then again, it takes your body longer to digest a raw egg than it does a cooked egg. So 6 to 1, half a dozen the other. I still have them raw. What I do is when I'm mixing up a protein shake in the blender, I'll drop an egg in there. Usually an egg, half a scoop of oats, and maybe some peanut butter. Now, it's not a day I bunked off my exercise. That's okay. A rest day is always a good thing. You don't have to work out 7 days a week. Remember, at a minimum, you want to work out 3 days a week for at least 30 minutes. 5 is preferred. Generally, if you're doing 7 days a week, as long as it's not a hard workout, it's okay. But if it's a hard workout, it's really hard to to regenerate. Sometimes your body needs an extra day. So it's no problem being naughty every now and then. So breakfast is about done. I think I'm gonna make a decision on whether I do a walk or not today. And like I said, it's no problem because I walked 4 days in a row. So taking a day off may not be bad, but the next 2 days are supposed to be worse than today. So I'll check the radar, what the temperature is outside. If it looks decent, I might go and post another how far did I walk today. So on Wednesday, the answer was 2.5 miles. Now I know on the video it's going, I think I'm doing 3.5 miles. Well, nothing like measuring something and getting some true statistics to kind of correct that stuff. That was 2.5 miles. Yesterday I did 3.2. I think it came out 3.16. But I figured 3.2 was close enough. I generally have a chat with a neighbor down the street during that. But a couple of dogs that know me. But I if you have the opportunity, especially if you're living in a rural area, I think it's very powerful for you to sit there and walk around the area. Driving is one thing, but walking you get more intel. So on part 4 of my walk on Wednesday, I called it recon. And the thing with it is, there's a couple areas that I glanced at as I drove by, as I walked by. My opinion of them changed pretty much 180. One looked like an abandoned junkyard. Well, it's still a junkyard, but it's not abandoned. Walking is good for balance. Yes, it is. We all need to think about it as we get older. It's also good for keeping your lungs in good shape. A lot of times people get pneumonia because they're not moving. They're sitting in a chair all day. I'll be honest, the stuff I'm dealing with now, if I was one of those people, I'd probably be in the hospital with pneumonia. I know my dad no longer had the ability to walk because he had broke his leg and hip too many times. And basically his life was sitting up in the nursing home bed. He was getting pneumonia about every 2 months. It was just a terrible way. So yes, and good shoes. How do you know you got bad shoes? You start noticing things like blisters and sores. Now, I have good shoes, but I think I'm going to have to change them out. Might have to get me some good hiking boots. Many people fall wearing clumsy shoes. Yeah. And I'll be honest with you, my balance is not what it was when I was younger. It's no longer John be nimble, John be quick. It's John, think about what you're doing and proceed with caution. Not that I can't move lightning speed when I need to. It's just I try to be smarter about it. I used to jump up on the deck, didn't even use the stairs. I gave that up about 5 years ago. Could I still do it if I had to, in case of emergencies? Maybe. But I don't want to be that guy that, face plants on the deck because he didn't quite jump high enough. Otherwise, I think we got a good crowd here. I appreciate everybody stopping in. I've been yakking for about a little over an hour. If you're just joining in, please hit the thumbs up. Appreciate it. It helps the algorithms. We want to help the algorithms. I don't know why, but we want to do that. If you're subscribed, thank you. If not, please do. We talk about nutrition and fitness here mostly. Sometimes we do wander off topic because somebody asked me about it. My walk yesterday, the reason I had that talk is, hey, Christopher, how you doing? Thanks for popping in. The reason I had that talk yesterday is because of a member asked me my views on, hey, I am, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for popping in. So I did my my hiking one yesterday, which is going to be a walk in the country road. Is this World War III? And it's just my opinion on what could go wrong. Not that will, but on what could go wrong. And it's just my opinion based on personal experience in the military and based on history. I hope I'm completely wrong, but it was just something to consider. If you're interested into it, go ahead and watch that video. That's why I put it on a walk video. There are a lot of channels that are dealing with this right now, like Prepper Nation, Prepper Nurse One, Gray Man Prepping, Canadian Prepper, Alaskan Prepper, and Angry Prepper. So, if you really want to get into the nitty gritty on some of that, go to those channels. Both Rudy at Alaskan Prepper and the Canadian Prepper, which I keep forgetting his first name, but I'll remember it later. Do a really good job digging into it, letting you know what's going on. I am. Thanks for coming in. Everybody doing well? We are. The answer to my how far did I walk yesterday was 3.2 miles. And the day before that, the answer was 2.5. Do I go out today? I don't know. Michael at the Body Beatdown might be encouraging me to do it after the line stream. I will check the weather and see if it's something I want to get in before the really, really bad weather comes, which is tomorrow. And then Sunday back to decent weather, then it kind of levels off. You never know. So if nobody else has any more questions or comments, I think I'm going to end the live stream here. I enjoy just a small casual chat over the big crazy chats. And I do too. Although I do listen to those crazy ones. Some of the things that said were 2 years ago were conspiracies are now news. So, I don't laugh at it anymore. I put it in storage, and then I come back every 6 months and try to do it. Get things done. Enjoy the rest of the day. Everybody, thanks for stopping. Remember, if you hit the thumbs up, and I appreciate everyone dropping in and making comments. And maybe I'll have one tomorrow. I'm not sure. I know I was asked, do I ever do them during the weekends? Generally, I don't, because Mama's home and she probably won't walk in the kitchen if I'm on the live stream. But she said that would be okay, so maybe I'll do one tomorrow. I'm on a big chat. I miss everything the channel says. Yeah, is that the one for like Rudy's? I know I'm surprised that Ben Shapiro, I wanted one of his, and his chat was useless. It's just nothing but trolls, and spam. I did send him a message. I don't know if you ever read it, but I said, you need to get moderators because your live chat's just useless. And I know the last one that went on, it didn't seem to have that problem. I didn't see any blue wrenches, so maybe he does it a different way. You never know. My mom's English, and I told her I forgot what wrench means in English. Not happy. Uh-oh, you're in trouble now. See, the secret is, Christopher, is not tell your mom those things. All right? How do you keep a secret? You don't tell anybody. Try to forget it yourself is even better. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And remember, I do have memberships available. I do have t-shirts available if you're interested in them. It helps they have the slow mode on. Yep, and someday when I get bigger, I'll actually use the slow mode. I use it like the first few times, and I'm like, okay, there's only 5 people in chat. I think we got it handled. She's family. Yep. I don't share everything with my family either. All right. Sometimes you got to keep the persona. But yeah, I told my wife what was said, and she goes, well, I didn't know that. And I said, well, now you know. The spanner's a wrench. So that was really good. All righty. Rubber Cowboy, thanks for stopping in. And I will see you. This is about everybody, most of you on other channels. If not, maybe I'll do another one tomorrow. Just look for the notification. If it is, it'll probably be the same time. All right, John McBean out here at Scottish Fitness. Everybody enjoy your day. And don't forget my t-shirts. You're cool, John. Thanks, Christopher. I appreciate it. Thanks for always commenting on my videos too. I appreciate that too.